Hello, YouTube. This is Vaughn, and I'm here to have a discussion. The topic of today is the saying that we've all heard, happy wife, happy life. Now, I want to dig a little bit deeper into that statement because in order to work with that statement, we have to understand what happiness is. And happiness is very elusive. Nobody quite knows exactly what it is, what it means, because happiness differs from person to person. So, in order for someone to make you happy, they have to have a clear understanding of what happiness is to you, which I feel is difficult because a lot of times even we don't understand what makes us happy. Happiness changes over time. What makes you happy today might not make you happy 10 years from now. So it's very elusive. And even when you look at the definition of happiness, right? Or I should say happy. The definition of a happy is feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Now that definition is very, very vague because pleasure could come from anything. And contentment is something that is in self. Only you could make you feel contempt about a person or a situation or whatever the case may be. As I say, in order for somebody to make you happy, they have to know what happiness is. So now I bring that up because now, is it fair for your happiness to have to come from someone else? I personally feel that even before you enter a marriage, that happiness should already exist. And you should be maybe about 90% responsible for what that happiness is. Your partner might be responsible for maybe 10% of that or 10% of contributing towards your happiness. But at the end of the day, nobody can make you happy but you. And when you look at the idea of happiness, right? Happiness does not exist your entire life. Happiness may last a day. Happiness may last a week, a month, years. But true happiness actually comes from when you go through times of hardship, times of discomfort. Because once you go through those hard times, you appreciate what you have once you recover, once you make it out of those hard times. I personally feel that if you enter into a marriage an unhappy person, that doesn't give your partner any incentive to make you happy. Because an unhappy person drags you down spiritually, mentally, and physically. So if you make that your partner's job that your partner is responsible for your happiness, you're only setting yourself up for failure. Because no one's happiness is anyone else but their own. You're responsible for your own happiness. I feel that some people look for happiness in marriage, which is a big mistake. Because marriage is more than happiness. Marriage is a responsibility. Marriage is commitment. Marriage is hardship. Marriage is pain. I believe we live in a culture where everyone wants happiness now, right? But I think people fail to realize that happiness is something that comes over a lifetime. Happiness is something that you create over a lifetime. I say that because in your 20s, there were certain things that made you happy. Once you got into your 30s, those things of your 20s didn't make you happy. You got into your 40s, the things of your 20s and 30s didn't make you happy. You get into your 50s, your 20s, and 30s, and 40s, things that you did back then don't make you happy or contribute to your happiness now. Because in your 20s, happiness may have been partying all the time, drinking, just having fun. Your 30s, 40s, happiness may have changed over to traveling, to simpler things in life like bike riding or hiking. So I say this, that those of us that enter into a marriage seeking happiness, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting your partner up for failure. and it leads down a very dark road. And the responsibility of a husband to make his wife happy is one thing, but if that's going to be the case, what are you as a wife doing to make your partner that you've put in charge of your happiness, what are you doing to make your partner happy? Do you understand what happiness is to your partner? Do you truly understand how to make your partner happy? Probably not. Why? Because, as I said, we're only human. We can't read our partner's mind. We don't understand what their level of happiness is. Therefore, it shouldn't be your partner's responsibility to make you happy at all. So the saying, happy wife, happy life, I believe, is a setup for some, because the happy wife is someone that comes into the marriage already having happiness and joy within their life. And you as the husband can only contribute a small amount towards that happiness. And you as the husband can't make someone that entered into that marriage happy when they're not a happy person at all. So in closing, I feel that everyone should seek their own happiness and bring that happiness with them once they enter into a marriage. That's when true happiness will be obtained, is when you personally hold yourself responsible for your happiness. Thanks for watching the video. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Right now, my goal is to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the week. Again, my goal is to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the week. And hopefully I'm able to bring more content that you can enjoy. Have a good day.